I got this interesting question in the comments. Frank asks, "Hey, Mikel, if I have 12 hours available for language learning during the day, would it be all right to use all of that time for studying, or could that potentially be counterproductive and result in burnout?" I'd like to know your take on this. Maybe in a video? Yeah, it's a good topic for a video. And my answer is yes and no. Should you spend 12 hours a day studying a language? My answer is no. Should you spend 12 hours a day learning a language? Then my answer is yes. Can you see the difference between learning and studying? If you can't, you're about to learn the difference between both of them. So there are different kinds of learning. There's high intensity learning and there's low intensity learning. High intensity learning would be deliberate practice, something you do that gives you a lot of the return of investment is high. Yeah, you spend 10 minutes doing it, you already learn something useful, and you improve your skills in a very short amount of time. But it's also exhausting, and you can't do it for very long. Low intensity learning would be something like input, which is probably more fun. Well, it depends on what your idea of fun is, but it's less effort and you can do it for longer. Duolingo would be this as well, except for the fact that it's completely useless. But low intensity learning would be basically input. And the difference between high intensity and low intensity is that low intensity is sustainable for long periods of time, high intensity is not. High intensity, it's like sprinting and running long distance. It's exactly the same thing. Which one is better for your fitness? Running long distance or sprinting or lifting weights? Combination of them, right? Well, for language learning, it's the same thing. And if you've got 12 hours a day, my advice is to do as much high intensity as you can without burning out, and then spend the rest of the day doing low intensity learning. This doesn't mean that you should do 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of really intensive learning and then the rest of the day 8 or 9 hours of low intensity learning. No, that's not what I'm recommending here. What I recommend is you divide your exercises into categories, yeah, low intensity and high intensity. So all the input you're going to get is low intensity. So all the reading and all the listening, watching videos, and so on, that goes here. Memorization of vocabulary lists with associations goes here. Language islands, so writing them, rehearsing them, saying what's aloud, doing active recall with them, listening and repeating, that goes here as well. Yeah. Per minute spent learning. So this would be considered studying. In my opinion, this wouldn't be considered studying. The minutes, each minute spent doing this will give you much better results than a minute spent doing this. But you can spend a lot more time doing this without burning out. So my advice is to divide your time in blocks. Use 5 or 10 minute blocks for this. Pick 2 or 3 exercises. One of them should be memorization, and another one something revolving around language islands. So reading them aloud, listening and repeating, and later active recall maybe. So you do 5 or 10 minutes of this, 5 or 10 minutes of this, and the rest of it should be watching videos and listening, passive listening. Yeah. And the way to do it is if you've got 12 hours in a day, you memorize vocab for 10 minutes, set the timer. The moment 10 minutes are gone, you switch to watching videos, you go for a walk while listening, something like that. And when you're ready, you do 5 or 10 minutes again of language highlights. And then again, go back to watching videos, go for a walk, listening to something, etc. And once your motivation, I mean, I guess your motivation's high anyway, but once your energy is back, in an hour or two, you do 5 to 10 minutes again of memorizing vocab. In an hour or two, you do again 5 or 10 minutes of language islands. So you you do 5 or 10 minutes of an intensive exercise, and then stop, do low intensity learning, watch videos, go for a walk, listen to something, um, eat your meals while or cook your meals while listening to something. Do something that's not exhausting. Yeah. And then when you're ready, you do again just 5 to 10 minutes of this. So by the end of the day, you can do 10 or 12 sessions of high intensity, and the rest of the time should be low intensity learning. So this is kind of like a rest period between high intensity exercises. So you don't get exhausted. If you do just 1 hour of 5 minutes of memorization, then 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of memorization, 5 minutes of language islands, you'll get exhausted. But instead, if you do like 5 minutes or 10 minutes of memorization and then an hour of watching videos and listening to stuff, you could even doze and listen to a podcast. And you'll probably recognize a lot of the words that you memorized before if you memorize vocab from the script of the podcast. And you can keep doing that indefinitely. As long as you've got the time, you can do it for 12 hours or more. You're not going to get tired of doing that. As long as your low intensity sessions, which you should treat as like a rest period between the high intensity sessions, as long as you take them often enough and long enough, you should be able to keep going indefinitely. And this is how you do it. You can spend 12 hours a day doing this. In fact, you should if you have the time. And you'll need just a few weeks to get really good at the language if you do this. Because 10 sessions a day of 10, 12 sessions a day of these two exercises, if done right, will be enough to learn thousands of words very quickly. And this amount of input will be enough to understand everything very quickly if you combine it with memorizing vocab. So yeah, you should be doing well with this. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. See you later.